Good morning. Welcome to my yoga corner and welcome to a new week. So today is just a nice gentle morning stretch today. And first I wanted to ask you how you're all doing. So we've gone through the first stage of acceptance that this is happening, trying to adapt to what is happening, maybe enjoying being at home, doing things you haven't done for a while. But that stage is now shifting into stage 2, where people are getting anxious, they're getting stressed, they're starting to want to get things back into some type of routine and order and working once again. And this is the stage that is most important for you to get a good sleep, eat properly, really focus on your mental health, maybe take some support for your adrenal glands, because it's your adrenal glands that helps you to deal with the stress. So this is really a crucial time before we get to stage 3, where we start implementing slowly back into some sort of life outside the home. So maybe make a plan of what you're going to do during this stage of the whole COVID crisis that we're going through. And it's a good time to spend in meditation and reflection and exercise and eating healthy. I think it's important that you make a plan. Write it out. Make a plan, write it out, and take care of yourself. So I'm glad you're here this morning. You're going to start by taking care of yourself in this gentle morning stretch. So let's close our eyes, tune in to what's going on inside ourselves. We're going to start to breathe through some of that stress, some of that anxiety, and just start to focus on the breath, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. I want you to follow your breath as you breathe in, follow where the breath goes, and then as the breath leaves, follow it again back through the nose. And just spend a few moments here focusing on your breath, breathing in for the count of 5, exhaling for a count of 5, 6, or 7. Just inhale and exhale. Now, as you focus on the breath, begin to notice how the mind is slowing down, the body is beginning to relax. And just enjoy being here with your breath. Let's begin to stretch for the morning. Stretch those arms out to the sides. Really stretch and stretch up to the ceiling. Bring your palms together. Exhale to the heart. Let's do 4 more of those. Really stretching out, stretching up, exhaling to the heart. Pause, find your breath. Take a few deep breaths here. And then walk your hands out as far as you can go. Stretch. Lift the head and walk your hands over to the right side. Lift the head, walk yourself over to the left side. Lift the head and walk back to center. You should be able to go a wee bit deeper. Lift the head and slide yourself up. Come into a seated twist. Left hand, right knee, right hand in behind. Gaze over your right shoulder. And let's take it to the other side. And bring it back to center. Let's straighten our legs out in front of us and go back into a seated twist. So take the right leg over the left leg. Draw your right knee into the chest with your left arm. Take your right arm in behind you. Sit nice and tall. Look over your right shoulder. Let's release it. Take it to the other side. Left knee into the chest. Using your right arm, bring it nice and tight. Take your left hand in behind you. Gaze over your left shoulder. So always only go as far as your body allows you to go. Never take your body to a place of pain. And every day is going to be different. For instance, I have a little kink in my neck on the left side. So I'm going to be a little more careful with twisting my head around to the back. So always listen to what your body is going through. And then just adapt and modify. So let's bring it back to center. Walk your hands out as far as you can go towards your feet. Nice deep stretch. Bring yourself up nice and slow. And let's come back into a seated posture. Bring the soles of your feet together, coming into our butterfly. So just take the flesh off your sit bones, seated nice. Allow the hips to open, knees come down to the ground. Couple of nice deep breaths as you sit tall. And then let's take it into folded butterfly. Very slowly bring yourself up. Notice how you're feeling now that you've stretched the body somewhat this morning. Let's take ourselves into our tabletop. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck your toes. Inhale, gaze up, arching your back slightly. Exhale, tuck in, round your spine. Bring yourself back to a flat back, and let's take it into wide-legged child's pose. So bring your bring your knees to the edges of the mat, big toes together. Come down, let's get a good stretch. yourself up. And we're going to come into threading the needle. So inhale, reach the right arm up, lift your gaze up to the ceiling, stretch, and then take that right arm under the left, right ear to the mat. Now you can take the left arm just across your lower back with your palm facing the ceiling, if that is comfortable for you. If not, just leave your left arm down. But this way you get a stretch in both shoulders here. And release that left arm. Bring yourself back up. I'm just going to turn around to the other side. Coming into wide-legged child's pose with threading the needle. Left arm under the right, left ear to the mat, right arm around your lower back, palm facing the ceiling. If this is too much for your shoulder, remember you can always place your right arm down. Let's take our right arm down, lift ourselves up, and let's rest our shoulders a little bit. Come back into wide-legged child. Let's lift ourselves up. Come back to your tabletop. We're going to come into a high plank. So bringing ourselves up on our toes, our wrists are under our shoulders. We're taking our body slowly down to the ground. So either from your toes or your knees, bring the body down, chaturanga. Keep the elbows tucked in. Let it go. Keeping the elbows tucked in. Now lift up in baby cobra. You're not using your arms. You can lift the hands up. Feel that stretch in your chest. Feel the strength in your spine. Now we're going to bring our head down on our hands. So right hand down, left hand over top, forehead on the hands. Bring your hands back to your chest. And let's lift up and back to child's pose. Lift up, cross the legs, bring yourself back down, come right down. Lift the legs up and start to circle your legs. Massage your lower back, opposite direction. Bring the feet down to your mat. Slight pelvic tilt releases the lower back. And bring yourself down to your Savasana. Take a deep breath in. And exhale fully. Now just allow yourself to come into this place of rest and relaxation. Set the tone of this singing bowl for your root chakra. Begin to ground you for this coming week. Now begin to move your fingers, your toes, awakening your body. Nice big stretch with the arms above the head while you're laying down. Stretch. Toes to fingertips. And then release your stretch. Roll onto your side body. Come up slowly to your easy pose. Bring your hands to your heart center. Set an intention for this week to take care of yourself, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health. Make a plan, make a routine of self-care this week. And Thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day today. Namaste.